Greetings viewer, Eric the Car Guy here. I got a quick one for you. Oftentimes people ask me, I got a fastener that's stuck, I've stripped out, I can't move it. And I normally refer them to my brake rotor video, the thing where I use the two hammers that sort of makes people mad sometimes. I actually have a situation here where I have some stuck fasteners, and I'm going to show you what I do real quick. Here I have a cooling fan that is non-functional. So this cooling fan is broken, and I'm going to switch it out with one that does work. But it's held in by these screws around the outside here, and I've already knocked one of them loose, so I've already sort of given away my methods. But the problem is, and this actually, my impact driver works best in situations like this. When I try to spin this stuff with the impact driver, it ain't happening. It's just there's not a whole lot of the screw left there, so it's not holding on. So rather than trying to fight this and round it off and everything else, I'm going to do this. And this, by the way, this also works for bolts. So even though this is a Phillips head screw, this can also work for bolts. Okay, here's my solution. Now I have specially modified this bit here, this air hammer bit. And all I did was file it down to a point with my bench grinder, that guy there. Filed it down to a point with a bench grinder. And this is the tool that I use. Now you could do the same thing with a hammer and a punch. It's just this air hammer is very effective, as you'll see. Okay, just gonna load up my tool. Okay, here's that same fastener that I could not turn with the impact driver. So now I'm going to go in with my specially designed tool, and I'm going to catch just the edge of the screw like this. And I'm first going to dig in, and then I'm going to push in a counterclockwise direction and knock it loose. So watch closely. It's broken loose. You can do this exact same thing with a hammer and a punch. You don't need air tools to do this with. In fact, on this next screw, we'll try it with just that method. Okay, now here's the one I use, the manual version, and it was basically a larger version of this, and this end had broken off, and I just filed this down to a point. So that's the gist of what this tool is. So it's a broken one of these that's filed down to a point in the same manner that I did with the air hammer. Because the point is important, because that's what actually digs into the fastener. And now in the same way that I use the air hammer, I'm going to use it on this, and it bears mentioning that before I started doing this, I hit the back side of this with a little bit of penetrating oil and let that soak in. So it's definitely worth mentioning that. So I hit that with a little penetrating oil to let that soak in to give me every advantage. Okay, but here we have the screw, and I'm doing the exact same thing as I did with the air hammer. It's just going to be harder because I'm doing it with a hammer and chisel. Same result, a little more work, but same result. Even though the screw is rusty, we were able to take it out with, out a big fight. Well, I hope this information was helpful to you. I am Eric the Car Guy. You can always find me at EricTheCarGuy.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Also, you can follow me on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm just everywhere. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. See you next time.